Hello everyone, this is Jess from Sacred Fox. Today I wanted to talk to you about a few wonderful crystals we have here. Personally, some ones that I have in my own collection, and these crystals are particularly good for anxiety. Now, for me, a lot of people ask me, do you believe in crystals? Do you find that they're effective? Do you actually believe in all that mumbo jumbo, all that stuff? Well, yes, I do. I believe that any item can hold an intention, and I don't think that you can go wrong in the intention you want to set. However, I am aware that there are different strengths and weaknesses to different crystals, but today we're going to be talking about the ones particularly good for addressing feelings of anxiety, worry, concern, anything like that. They're very abundant crystals, easy to pick up. And again, it's all about intention, and this is in no way, shape, or form meant to diagnose or give you any misinformation about anxiety. If you are, dealing with anxiety and do feel the need to get professional help, please do, as this is not a be-all, end-all sort of deal, to make sure that you are working in a way that is productive, as well as using these tools in order to cope with and move through your anxiety. I know, because if you rely on crystals too much for this, then they kind of lose their effectiveness in the way where your energy becomes, I feel, too much for the crystal, and then it no longer becomes effective to you. Like if you accidentally leave one at home or something and you just have a total panic attack and freak out about not having a crystal, that is something that you do not want to kind of get to the place of doing. These are essentially tools for healing and loving energy to come through. So essentially, I'm going to kind of go over each stone here. I got one in each little star and then one in the middle here. I'm going to go over each one so you can kind of get an idea of what the properties are, as well as how you can use them to help calm your anxiety and help to soothe and balance. So any of these crystals can be carried on your person. They can be by your bed table. You can keep it in mind if you are away from it. That energy works as well. But essentially, yeah. So I'm going to give you a little bit of insight. We're going to start with the most commonly known stone, honestly, I think, which is amethyst. And amethyst is the best universal style stone. I'm going to try to bring the light over here a bit more. So amethyst always has this really pretty purple color, as you can see here, and it's a little bit translucent. So sometimes you'll find ones that are a little deeper purple or lighter purple. You can find them in clusters like this, but either or, raw or polished, they are just as effective. Amethyst is really good for protection. It's a good protective stone against psychic attack. Maybe you're around draining people or people that don't have the best type of energy. This will kind of help protect you from their energy as well as preserving your own. It's a very good protector stone. It's used for people that are insomniacs and have a hard time sleeping. The amethyst stone is said to ward away nightmares as well. I also do believe in cleansing your stones too, because I do have stones by my bedside, including an amethyst, but if I don't cleanse it, after a while I just feel like I end up having nightmares because I haven't cleansed it recently or in the sun. So making that intention of just cleansing your crystals on top of it, so you can put them in sunlight, dip them in a bit of water. Make sure not to leave crystals out in the sun for too long because they can dull over time. So this is our amazing amethyst crystal, also good for trusting your intuition. So you're feeling anxious and you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't know if I should do this, I should not. So this is going to kind of help to give you a little bit of trust in your own intuition, maybe a few more subtle signs and subtle notes in your dreams even that could present themselves. Speaking of, setting intentions and having that psychic protection, I honestly think clear quartz is really important in honestly any type of manifestation, because clear quartz helps clear the mind. So especially when you're anxious and your thoughts are racing and you can't really get your ground, this is an amazing kind of generator clear crystal, so you can kind of program it to what you want it to do. And you can also use it to amplify other energies of other crystals. So you can always keep a blue agate and for instance, a clear quartz together, or an amethyst and a clear quartz together, and it'll just kind of help to generate the energy, they kind of feed off each other. So the clear quartz is really good, as well as like if you wanted to build like a crystal grid and you wanted to like have this point be like, okay, I want this crystal's energy to go to this bigger one here, you can always point it from and then to the middle. Just a little information for you there. So yes, clear quartz. I do recommend this. This is also crown chakra, so it's connecting with the spirit realm, as well as it's a very clear and clean energy, honestly. So I find that it's a very pure energy. And again, this one does good with cleansing. Moving on to our lovely little blue lace agate. And you can see it's very subtle in its colors, really pretty. And you can't really tell on camera. It looks pretty white on here, but it's got a subtle tint. I would say it's almost like a bit of a bluey purple. It says blue lace agate, but it's such a subtle blue. It makes it a little hard to see. I mean, that is my white nail, so I can kind of give you a little comparison. And this is really good for soothing. So it's nice and gentle. If you think of lace, if you think of how nice, this stone is so smooth, it's so nice, it's pretty, it's just flowing, and it's so gentle. It just looks like a gentle stone. It's like a grandma stone. I don't know, I think of grandmas when I think of this stone. And it's good for speaking the truth as well, because it does have that little bit of a blue tint to it. That does, to me, say throat chakra. So throat chakra is being able to communicate with your truth, as well as I feel like just the lace agate itself just adds an element of gentleness to the information you're relaying across. So you got good positive vibes, good calming the nerves sort of feel. This is the only lace agate I own, actually. I'm kind of surprised I don't have any more when I was hunting for them. But yeah, he's pretty cute. Take a look at that guy. So nice. Okay, so moving on to the next stone for anxiety, which is green aventurine. So I have this stone here, and surprise, it's got a little doggy on the back. Whether it has an engraved or not, this was probably like the biggest one that I had that I could show you. So I wanted to bring up this one. So it's got a nice light green. It looks similar to, what's it called? Amazonite in a way. My bracelet here has kind of got some Amazonite, so it's almost got that blue-green, but I find Amazonite a little bit less little less glossy, and this one definitely does have that really good feel-good vibe to it. So with the green aventurine, it's kind of like the luck stone or the opportunity stone. It's considered lucky probably because of its properties of being green, as well as it helps to kind of stabilize things for you, and it releases old patterns. So being a green stone, we're focused on the heart chakra here. So green is a very earth energy, it's a very healing energy, it's a very heart energy. And so this one will help to kind of release old patterns. So if you find that you're kind of stuck in the same sort of loop of thought or conflict, and it's just kind of been going on and on and on and on for you, this one is definitely good to have in your collection. It's very abundant. It's also, associated with leadership and leading through the heart, which is very important. Making decisions based on your drive for passion, for love, for wholeness and harmony. It's also really gentle, for self-love as well. That self-love that you're going to need in there when you're dealing with anxiety. So with the self-love that's incorporated in there, as well as just kind of the soothing element of the blue lace agate, just creates it's like, even just looking at the colors of these stones, they're all just really pleasant. They're all really nice stones. So yeah, opens the heart, optimism, all that good stuff, and good fortune as well. So the green aventurine, good fortune. So that's one of those guys. And again, raw or polished, it doesn't matter either way. And then we have our lepidolite. Now, I really hope that this is lepidolite. If it is not, please don't hate me. I'm still learning too. I had a couple other questionable stones in there, which I'm like, I think this is lepidolite, but I think that this one is the most accurate, because I have a couple other ones, but I think that they're too dark. This is definitely not one. I don't think. I don't know. This could be. I fail you today, guys. Anyways, so lepidolite in its whole, so it's good for balance, harmony, awareness. So being purple, with kind of alongside with the amethyst, which it kind of helps to protect you psychically, as well as helps protect your sleep and your dreams. also tying into that whole intuition little bit here. So that one is really fantastic for that. It's a really nice, pretty purple, and sometimes it comes in different variations, so different like lighter patches. So this one's kind of a dark one. So there are lighter ones as well. They come into different shapes and sizes. Yeah, so that's Lepidolite. So just it helps to balance things, create balance in your life. So when you're anxious and you're just like, oh my gosh, everything's everywhere, this will kind of help to calm and balance, so you can kind of move in a direction of harmony, and it'll just kind of help to root you there. It's kind of more like grounding and balancing, and yeah, it's definitely good for the dreams as well. So putting this one by your nightside table along with Amethyst, I feel is going to be something that is very wonderful for you. Okay, and finally in the center here, because I couldn't leave him out. I know that I used Citrine in my Crystals for Depression video as well as Amethyst. I just feel like these are just two great stones. Like literally you can use this stone, and this stone for almost everything. So like the Amethyst, the clear quartz, and the Citrine is just, they're fabulous. Citrine is my favorite. Citrine is very energizing though, so just be aware that this can be a little bit too much sometimes if you have anxiety, but it is really good for being uplifting. So if you're feeling way down and you're feeling like de-energized from your anxiety, Citrine is a good way to kind of just kind of ground you again and give you that sense of joy, give you that sense of happy. You know, it's like nice little yellow crystal here. It's so pretty, it's so beautiful. And again, they do come in many forms. This is a raw form here, so they're often a lot smaller. I don't know if I can find one in here. Excuse the noise. Here's one. Perfect. So they come in little guys like this too, which does have that nice yellowy, whitish, kind of almost cloudy white look in there. And it looks similar to like the clouded kind of quartz, but it is fabulous and it is beautiful. So yeah, Citrine, also a very effective crystal for when you're feeling kind of low and you need a little pick-me-up. Maybe your self-confidence is feeling a bit down. This stone is one for really encouraging abundance as well as luck. So in combination with the green Aventurine and Citrine, it's very lucky. So it gives you good fortune. I keep one in my wallet, right in my change purse. But Citrine can be with you if you feel like you're having a bit of a low day. It's definitely more happy, pick-me-up stone, so you can hold it and you can be like, feel the lovely Citrine. I do want to let you guys know that I want you to make sure to cleanse your crystals before you use them, even if you're the only one that's used them. So again, certain raw crystals should not go in water. So if you have all polished crystals, that's fine. Just make sure that your crystal is okay to go in water, or you can just do a quick dip in water with a bit of salt in it, or you can smudge with like a flame. You don't have to burn it or anything, but you can just kind of like set your intention and just kind of cleanse it with the flame. Of course, like sage, you can use sage as well, or even sound. If you have a singing bowl or you want to sing to your crystals, I know that sounds totally mental, but you know what? It's a thing and it isn't mental, so deal with it, okay? Great. I think that's everything that I have. So I hope this was some valuable information for you guys in order to kind of help move forward with feeling anxious and feeling worried about things, especially right now. Just a tough time in the world. So I'm sending you all the love in the world. And I'm just hoping that you can find your guidance and your light amidst, some of the more heavy things, and to just walk forward with faith. So we have Amethyst, which is great for dreaming. We have clear quartz, which is fabulous for cleansing and attuning and clearing the mind. We have blue lace agate, which is lovely for calming and being just a gentle and soothing stone, as well as helping you speak your truth and give you positive vibes. We have the green Aventurine, which helps to release old patterns. It kind of opens your heart. Good for the heart chakra, and it's really great for optimism and leadership as well as luck. And then we have the Lepidolite, which is our balance, harmony, kind of like awareness, guidance, and it's great for dreaming as well. So it's just a balancing stone. That's a nice one to have. And then finally, again, in the center, we have our Citrine, which is joy, abundance, wealth, and manifestation, and confidence. which is essentially this in a nutshell. I hope this information was helpful to you guys. Much love. Good luck with, dealing with anything that you need to deal with. And, you're looking up this video for a reason. So I send you all the love in the world. And I'll see you around soon.